Space.
Hey folks, welcome to another Print and Paint Kickstarter countdown. I have 15 campaigns to share with you today, so let's get started. Broadside, Empires of Steel, 3 Crowns Digital Edition. Open Sea Warfare in the Era of the Great Dreadnought, by Ben Wynn of Australia, their second Kickstarter, the first being the original Broadside Empires of Steel game that this is an expansion to. 3 Crowns introduces the Kingdom of Italy and the Austro-Hungarian Empire to the game. The two nations had built up strong fleets in the early 20th century, and the Mediterranean became a very tense place during the Great War. The ships are 1 to 1500 scale, based on blueprints and photographs, and designed for FDM or resin printers. Free sample on Thingiverse. You can get the core expansion with 14 classes of warship, or that plus the HMS Erin. You can also get rewards from the original Broadside Empires of Steel campaign, or both campaigns together. This campaign ends on March 17th, with rewards expected in May. Selk Lost Dreams at the End of the World, 3D printable spirits, characters, and scatter terrain by Jose Jorge Pereiro of Argentina, their 4th Kickstarter campaign. Jose's previous campaigns were about extinct and endangered animals. This one is about an extinct culture native to South America, the Selk. Until the arrival of Europeans in the 19th century, they inhabited the large island of Tierra del Fuego for thousands of years. There's a fair amount of history and color references on the page to check out. You can get the whole set, and you can also get a commercial license. This campaign ends on March 7th, with rewards expected the same month. Animal Companions and Mounts, 3D printable mounts, familiars, and animal companions for 5th edition by Crit Games of the United States, their first miniature-related but 4th D&D-related Kickstarter. This is 3 sets, animal companions, familiars, and mounts. There's an armored bear and dog, as well as a fox, wolf, monkey, pig, and snake for companions, a cat, frog, imp, owl, pseudo-dragon, rat, and raven for familiars, and dragon, griffin, pegasus, boar, tiger, horse, and mule for mounts. You can pick up each set individually, or pick up all 3 together. This campaign ends on March 15th, with rewards expected in April. Legio 9, Hispania, Lost Legions of Moloch, Volume 2, by Miniatures of Ezepion of Spain, their 4th Kickstarter campaign. The Dead Legion rises. Legends of their demise were only partly true. Now they rise from the build plate of your 3D printer to wage eternal battle at the hands of cruel masters. These undead legionaries of the early Imperial era have learned to use bows and chariots on top of their usual testudo formations and scutum and gladius badassedness. You can get all of Volume 2 or Volumes 1 and 2 together, with commercial licenses available for both options. This campaign ends on February 25th, with rewards expected in April. Tortles of the River Valley, 3D printable minis with companion 5th edition adventure, by The Dungeon Forge of the United States, their 1st Kickstarter campaign. This set comes with some friendly turtles and some enemies too. There's a chieftain, a shaman, guards, fisherman, a farmer, and more, as well as a necro turtle, his skelly turtle minions, and a big old monster. The River Valley adventure has everything you need to immerse your players in the life and culture of the Tortle folk. You can get the whole pack digitally or pre-printed, with a merchant tier also available. This campaign ends on March 17th, with rewards expected by April. "3D printable Sci-Fi Tanks for your tabletop" by Caledonia Miniatures of the United States, their 8th Kickstarter campaign. This campaign has 10 sci-fi tanks, separated into parts for ease of printing where necessary. There are light, medium, and heavy tanks, missile tanks, mine layers, flamethrowers, big guns, and more, with some tank traps and more tanks in the stretch goals. You can get the whole set plus previous sci-fi campaigns, and there are merchant tiers for both those options as well. This campaign ends on March 18th, with rewards expected the same month. Imperium Desertum and Imperium Immortalis, printable and printed sci-fi armies from Shield Wolf Miniatures of Greece, their 5th Kickstarter campaign. This is 2 full armies, one of desert soldiers and one of sci-fi soldiers. Everything you need to make a small skirmishing squad up to a full campaigning army. In fact, that's how the tiers are laid out. I'm only showing you the garrison armies here, as it seems to include just about everything except a couple of ogres. Stretch goals are increasing the sizes of the armies as the campaign continues, and you can see a couple of ogres already unlocked in there. You can get a scouting party, raiding party, a starter army, a garrison army, or a campaign army of either set, in either digital or physical formats. Or you can get the full set digitally. This campaign ends on March 6th, with rewards expected in November. The Warriors of Nature, Red Sheep, Animal Spirit Warrior by Papercraft Collage of Spain, their 1st Kickstarter campaign. This unique warrior, Red Sheep, wears armor empowered by the eponymous spirit animal, painted red, or whatever color you want your warrior to be. Though stretch goals include a pink and a yellow warrior, so maybe avoid those colors for now. You can get the Red Sheep in printed resin or digital formats, or both, with or without the stretch goals. There is also a merchant tier. This campaign ends on February 28th, with rewards expected between April and May. Goblins, Dwarves, and Bullywugs, 3D printed fantasy miniatures from Warplock Miniatures of the United Kingdom, their 9th Kickstarter campaign. This is 3 sets from Warplock's back catalog, printed for your convenience. Each set was previously available through their popular Patreon campaign. The Goblin tribe comes with a boss, shaman, banner bearer, wolf and spring beast riders, and runts. The Dwarven Throng comes with the Underking, Rangers, Elite, and Capybara Cavalry. And the Bullywugs come with a Frog Prince, the Mushroom Mage, Bullywugs, Bullfrogs, and Beetle Riders. There's also a Cockatrice. You can get any of the 3 sets individually, all 3 together, or pick and choose from the add-on prices. This campaign ends today, so get them fast. Rewards expected in June. BattleFx Xenomorphs, 3D printable effects for insectoid xenos by Deadly Print Studios of Spain, their 3rd Kickstarter campaign. This is over 14 3D printable effects specifically designed for a biologically based army, with weapons effects, energy effects, and scenery decoration that will fit your army like a glove. An acid-spitting, biomass-munching glove. You can get the whole set, this set plus previous sets. Then there are a couple tiers where you can get the whole set, but you also get to design one small, medium, or large FX model. This campaign ends on March 18th with rewards expected by June. This is Spacebase, a solo adventure for Zine Quest 3 by Steve Hampson of the United Kingdom. They have more than 30 Kickstarter campaigns, but only a few of them have included minis. This is Spacebase is a choose-your-own-adventure game set on a space rock just outside the Kuiper Belt. It gets included because it comes with 3D printable droids, so if Zine Quest is your thing, this one's for you. You can get the PDF zine plus droids, and there are fancier versions that come with printed versions of the zine. This campaign ends on February 25th, and rewards are expected in April. Kingdom of Rats. Printable ratfolk and terrain from Evocatus Miniatures of Russia, their third Kickstarter campaign. This set includes a minor rat, a broodmother, and a few babies. More so, this set is about the terrain. There is a crane, a crusher, crystals, minecarts, rails, nests, cages, and more. There are also bronze-cast dwarven coins available, some electroplated with gold or silver. They have to do with their previous Goldfields campaign. You can get the Kingdom of Rats, or Rats plus Goldfields, a commercial license, and a couple of tiers where you can get 30 or 100 coins along with the printables. This campaign ends on March 20th, with rewards expected in July. Norsemen, Vikings, 3D printable scatter terrain and weapons by Kevin Szabo of Hungary, their first Kickstarter campaign. This set includes Norse-themed terrain and weapons, including a wagon, longship, patterned and plain shields, sword and axes, houses, crates, and more. Just one tier for everything? This campaign ends on March 10th, with rewards expected the same month. The Temple of the King, 3D printable ruins for your tabletop by Windmaster Miniatures of Spain, their fifth Kickstarter campaign. This set includes 4 main structures, each multi-part. There are a couple broken wall sections, doorways with stairs, and a little platform area with stairs as well. Stretch goals include statues, more walls, treasure piles, and more. You can get the core set, or the core set plus stretch goals. This campaign ends on March 11th, with rewards expected in April. Grimdark Stronghold, 3D printable fortifications and terrain by War Scenery of Germany, their 6th Kickstarter campaign. This set includes walls, buildings, and trenches, everything you need to build a great sci-fi fortress. For buildings, there are vehicle bays, cannons, a watchtower, manufactorum, corpse starch silo, and more. The trenches have 28 and 32mm versions and connectors, so you can use both in the same project. You can get the whole set, or the set plus commercial license, and there are several tiers where you can get past campaigns and commercial licenses for them as well. This campaign ends on March 20th, with rewards expected the same month. That's all for this week. Check out my latest Patreon preview if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.